what's going on, guys? It's your boy Poison Akami here, me, myself, and I, back at it again with another video. And today, I'm coming at you with some big news. Yes, as a lot of you know, there is a big announcement that has come through actually on Twitter that there will be something announced Naruto related at Jump Festa later this year. So it is said that at Jump Festa 2023, which is going to take place on December 17th, it'll be on a Saturday. It'll be like a Japanese live stream where they actually announce some big things within anime media, like gaming and shows and animes and whatnot. And there is going to be a very big announcement for Naruto. They haven't actually stated what the announcement is going to be, but they said it's going to be big. So right now, a lot of us are actually speculating about what it's gonna be. Now, obviously, this channel is all about Naruto Storm. My whole being and me, like the whole Poison Akami name, is based around Naruto Storm. It is where a lot of my identity comes from. So, my hopes and my bias is that it is towards a new Naruto Storm game. And to be honest, I'm not the only one. There's people all over Twitter hoping for a Naruto Storm 5. Obviously, we got Senju been talking about for like the past year now that there's going to be a new Storm game being announced and everything. And this actually might be the opportunity. But whoa, before we get to like way ahead of our horses here, let's just dial it back a little bit. Roughly about 2 years ago at the Jump Festa event, then we were all tuned in to the live stream there thanks to somebody within the Naruto community who had a VPN. We were all literally sat there together watching the Jump Festa event, and we watched the whole thing through. It must have been about a good couple of hours at a time, and there was no announcement. All they literally did was just re-announce the DLC that we had of Momoshiki and Kinshiki in Storm 4 and showed us gameplay of it on the Switch. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen again. However, even though a lot of us are speculating and hoping and really think it's going to be a new Storm game, there's still a possibility that it may not. But it is looking very likely nonetheless. The reason why is because I've actually done some snooping around, and one of the very first Storm 4 trailers was actually released during December in 2014. 2014 was during Naruto Storm Revolution's lifespan, and it was before Storm 4 came out. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, that Storm 4 must have been announced during Jump Festa of December of 2014. Which means that Jump Festa is no stranger to announcing Storm games, right? So we can bank on it that there will be a new Storm game being released. Furthermore, I want to talk about the things that have been going on within the Naruto media lately, and maybe speculation as to what Senju has been saying, what we've been seeing, and how all this can contribute to this big announcement at the end of the year. I'm not sure if a lot of you have realized, but a lot of what Naruto has been showing is a very generational type of thing. When Senju is dropping hints and everything with his outro and everything, if you guys want to see the video where I'm literally just like picking apart his outro for every little reference, go ahead and watch that video. I literally walked out of that video literally saying that there might be like a second generations game or something, or like a generations-esque vibe to it at the very end of it. That's something that could be like for the next Storm game, like a Generations 2, might not be named Storm 5 per se. And then very recently, I think it was about like a month ago or so, Naruto has released this new PV type video where they've recreated a bunch of scenes from Naruto all the way through to Shippuden, very important scenes like Naruto versus Sasuke, Sasuke versus Itachi, Jiraiya and Pain, all of the very hardcore main events that happened in Naruto, and they recreated them, reanimated them over a nice music video, over a bunch of old Naruto openings, and it was a very beautiful piece of animation. If you haven't seen it, I do suggest watching it. It is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. It is well worth your time. But if we take a minute to stop and look at what that is and how close all these like events and media and Naruto announcements are coming together, you will also see that that's also a very generational type of thing. Ranging all the main events from the Chunin exams in Naruto to the Sasuke retrieval arc and everything, and then the Naruto versus Sasuke fight, going on into Shippuden, and then, you know, Gaara getting captured and everything, the Akatsuki members falling one by one, you know, all the different events, and then you got the Pain arc, the 5 Kage arc, the War arc, and it literally showed everything, all the main important stuff that happens in Shippuden. It's a very generational type of thing, because it's showing the generations from early Naruto days all the way up to, you know, the end of Shippuden. So with that, plus with what Senju has been telling us, and like I said, if you watch Senju's outro very clearly, it's a range of like early Naruto to Shippuden up to Boruto. We're maybe looking at some sort of Naruto to Boruto generations type thing. Now, a lot of people are actually saying the term Storm 5. Storm 5 is going to get announced. Storm 5 is going to be the next game. You're not wrong in thinking that the idea of Storm 5 is happening, but like I keep saying in all my videos, I don't think that's what the term of the game is going to be named. Now, a lot of people are using the term Storm 5 because it probably helps that Senju in Japan is saying it a lot. But I myself, the detective in me, is not saying it's going to be named Storm 5. Personally, to me, it wouldn't make sense if the game was actually titled Naruto Shippuden or Naruto to Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 5. Because Shippuden ended at Storm 4. That's where the Shippuden story ends. Storm 5, canonically, within the story, wouldn't make sense. So, yes, there could be a new Storm game. Would it be named Storm 5? Unlikely. If it does get named Storm 5, I'll eat my hat and sure, whatever, I don't care. We're going to be talking about specifics as to what it's been named. I think it's going to be a Naruto to Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations. And the reason why I think it's going to say that is because of Boruto being in the title, because it separates it from Naruto Storm Generations when you got Naruto to Boruto. Because not only is this a Naruto announcement, but we need to be realistic for here for a second. We're in the Boruto era. The Boruto manga and the Boruto anime is still ongoing as we speak. So you can't really just ignore that side of things going on, and you can't just exclude Boruto from a Naruto Storm game. If they were to make a Naruto Storm game without Boruto in it, it would most likely just be a remake of maybe like Generations or something, or Revolution. They might just make a package of those two games, throw them together and make a game out of it or something, and just remaster it for like the PlayStation 5. But again, I also hope that's an unlikely scenario. I don't actually want anything remade out of the Ninja Storm series. I, like you guys, want a brand new Storm game. I would love a new Storm game. I think it would be what the community needs. It would be the breath of fresh air that we've all been waiting for a very long time. I am still on the theory train that this game could be like a Naruto to Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations type of game. That is like the title I am going for. Right now, we're going to call it Storm 5 because it's an easy name that we're all familiar with. It literally brings hype when you say it to literally anybody on the internet that knows Naruto. And it's literally the name that Senju's been throwing around. And if anyone knows anything more than any of us, it's Senju. Trust me, I've been talking to this man Senju back and forth every now and then on the DMs, and he only reveals so much at a time. But trust me, I know no more than you guys. He can only say what he is allowed to say. I just very carefully pick apart his words and pick apart everything he says on his voices, on his messages, on his posts, on his YouTube videos, and I'm trying to get every little minute detail to figure out what is going on. Because you can tell that the homie Senju is really trying his best to tell us anything and everything he can about this new Storm game. He probably knows if the announcement is going to happen in December. Or maybe he doesn't. But with the announcement happening, there has been some movements going on within the Naruto community. Not just like the Storm community, but just like the whole Naruto community itself. There's a lot of people discussing things with each other right now. A lot going on. And there are some plans in the works. But one thing I do know is that this announcement, they say it's big. And if they understand how big Naruto Storm is, how big of a community we are as Naruto Storm players, and I'm sure Masashi Kishimoto must have some sort of an idea about how big CC2 Storm games are. If they do consider all of that, take into consideration and take it very seriously, they will see that announcing another Storm game in December, this December, remember, December 17th, Saturday, will be one of the biggest things that Naruto fans would have had to date. It has been about 6 years since we've had a new Storm game, and then with the announcement of this, it'll be 7 to 8 years. So Jump Festa 2023, I don't like to put my eggs in one basket, but it is going to be a very important time for all of us. So I do encourage everybody to stay tuned in December time, December 17th, later this year for Jump Festa 2023, they're going to announce something huge. Like I said, it might not even be a new Naruto game. It could be a new Naruto movie, Boruto movie. It could be a complete redo of the Naruto anime. It could be anything. It could be some type of media. It could be whatever. We have no idea. One thing I know for sure is that it did say it was a Naruto announcement, and I know Boruto's reception has fluctuated in positivity and negativity from the fans, and I'm sure one thing that will always remain the same is that Naruto will always be more popular than Boruto. I do speak on a whim with that, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you can agree with me on that one. To conclude the video, I'm literally just saying there are many ideas, lots of theories as to what the announcement could be. we're all hoping and leaning for the next Naruto Storm game in particular. It has to be a Storm game, just not any old Naruto game. We're not asking for a 2D Naruto game. Not all of us are asking for like an open world Naruto game, although a lot of us would think that's pretty cool. Some people are asking for Naruto Fighters, but like I said, the one thing that we are requesting the most, and the one thing I am seeing on Twitter and Reddit forums and everything, is another Naruto Storm game. Ultimate Ninja Storm. We are looking at CC2, we are looking at Bandai for the publishers, we are looking at the same people we have been relying on for Storm games for the past, like, how long has it been now? Like 10, 11 years we've been playing the Storm games for? So we're hoping for another one. And plus, the PlayStation 5 is out here and the Xbox Series X. These games need a Storm game of their own. You know, these consoles need a Storm game of their own. The PlayStation 3 had Storm 1 all the way up to Revolution. The PS4 has just had its standalone Storm 4, plus the trilogy remake of the Storm games as well. Let's not forget that. PS5, what do we currently have? 2 years into the PlayStation 5's lifespan? Nothing. And that's another point. PlayStation 5, by the time that this big announcement that came out, would have been out for 2 years. Same with Xbox Series X. So you gotta think, if they're gonna bring a game to Naruto, it has to be somewhere now. It wasn't actually too long into the PS4's lifespan they announced Naruto Storm 4. It was actually Naruto Storm 4 that made me buy a PlayStation 4 to begin with. So imagine all the console sales that can happen from hardcore anime fans just so they can play the latest Storm game on PS5 or Xbox. Anyways, I've provided you guys with lots of food for thought. I do want to remind you guys to check out Senju in Japan on Twitter and YouTube. He is floating around and he is doing work behind the scenes, and he is keeping his eyes and ears open, and he is paying attention to what he can and cannot say. Obviously, the man's got a plan and he's got a lot of info, and us as a community just have to stay by his side, trust in what he says and believe in him, and just hope. Just have hope, man. Like Naruto says, never give up on that hope, man. I'm going to put all of Senju's links in the description anyway. Be sure to follow him everywhere so you can stay in the loop and up to date with anything and everything that he says. And if he drops any hints, who knows, you might hear or see something that the rest of us don't. But yeah, there you go. There is some food for thought for you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, found it informative, and found it very exciting. I hope that we're all going to join the hype train together on this big announcement. I am staying positive. Positive vibes from everybody. I don't want to see any pessimists or any negativity. I don't want to see anybody trying to shit on CC2 or Bandai or anything. This is we're in no position to be dishing out negativity or hatred or anything right now. We are all in a position to be hoping and pleading for another Naruto game. And if it does come, all of us better be very grateful. Anyways, I'm going to end the video there. As always, it's been your boy Poison Akami. Jane.